I don't know if it's like this where you're from in your country, but we have action all the time, action-packed week. And I don't mean in a good way. I mean, terrorists entered into Shavei Shomron in Judea and Samaria trying to do a terror attack. Look what's happened in Britain. 9 people injured in the train. Terrorists were arrested. We do have the good guys meeting together. Dan Kane, General of the United States, the Chairman of the U.S. Joint Chief of Staff, meeting with our guy, Israel Katz, our Minister of Defense, also Eyal Zamir, meeting with our Chief of Staff and saying, how do we disarm Gaza? How do we make sure that Phase 2 is carried out properly? How do we make sure to remove those tunnels in Rafah, those tunnels? How do we make sure that the yellow line isn't going to get crossed all the time, and discovery of all kinds of weapons and missile launchers, which will eventually, be shot at us? We don't want to go back to square one. We don't want to do that. We've made significant advances. We don't want to go back to square one where they're going to be able to continue to move, to hide, to conduct attacks, to dig more tunnels. And so no, we're not doing that. Not in southern Lebanon, not in Gaza, not in Syria. We're not going back to square one. We're moving forward. And you see what happens when they continue throughout this operation. You see what happens where they emerged from tunnels during the ceasefire, attacked soldiers, almost killed my friend, killed 3 soldiers in gunfights. So we got to keep our eye on this, because I'm telling you what, that's how it is. That's what's going on right now. And look in southern Lebanon. Look how we have had to take out operatives near Kfar Romaneh, near Nabatia, strikes on a car, strikes on everything, because the reports say that they have 40,000 terrorists, over 20,000 new rockets and missiles in Hezbollah, southern Lebanon. And so it's like, it's not working so good that Lebanon's like a failed state, because the government can't stop it. The government doesn't know what to do. They don't have the ability to disarm Hezbollah. So, and they're digging those tunnels there too. So my point is, we're not going back to square one. And right now we see that they're searching for bodies, and we're believing that they'll bring the rest of them. I know they want suddenly heavy equipment. Are they going to use that for tunnel digging? Are they going to really use it to find bodies? Can we trust them? We got to be really not. I don't want to be pessimistic. Okay, I'm not a pessimistic person, but I just don't. Got to keep our eye on what they're doing with those heavy machinery right now. So Jordanian foreign minister, he says Jordan rejects the presence of any Western force in Gaza. And he said it has to be Middle Easterners, and it has to be a Palestinian police force that's going to police the whole place. So I know Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman says normalization with Israel is a goal, but it's a distant goal. And he says it's going to take years before there's normalization. So I'm like, I don't know how this is all going to wrap up, but it will wrap up one way or the other, and that's why I'm here to make sure of that. I know Isaiah 31 verse 5 says, like birds flying about, so the Lord will defend Jerusalem, and he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. He's going to preserve us. And so I'm confident that this week is going to be amazing for you and amazing for Israel.